People who are spiritually minded tend to suffer from anxiety and depression more. You know why? Because their eyes are open to a world that is in need of repair. They literally have an increased ability to feel the emotions of people around them. Regardless of how disheartening the state of the world might seem to be, and despite how hopeless you might feel, once you find your own truth, your life will change in ways you could have only dreamt of before. So if you are one of the millions of people who are struggling with everyday life, if your life seems devoid of hope and purpose, I know it might seem like giving up is the only option left. But please hang on. I was there for quite some time too, and if I've managed to pull myself out of the darkness, anyone can do it, including you. It is the most evolved souls, and the ones closest to awakening, that often suffer the most. This is because, in order to discover the wonder, you must first wander. Despite its brutal nature, suffering is perhaps the most important emotional guide to spiritual enlightenment. All awakened souls have endured large amounts of it to eventually lose their false sense of self and discover their real self, the selfless self. Suffering makes us question the notion of a higher level of consciousness because it forces us to search for answers. In an effort to find an escape for our torment, we open up to the idea that there must be more to life than what we have been conditioned to believe. This is why understanding suffering is key in freeing oneself from the trappings of the mind. Mental liberation lies in finding the source of your suffering, facing its truth, and then letting it all go in order to release yourself from its burden. The average person in today's world lives their entire lives thinking that existence is based entirely on a physical and mental level of consciousness, when nothing could be further from the truth. This misunderstanding is perhaps the most significant reason why so many people are suffering. While our mental and physical levels of consciousness are vital, the most important level is our spiritual one. It is this consciousness that will set you free from suffering and the prison of your mind. The moment you realize your universality, all your anxieties appear to be so trivial, so tiny. Just the very realization of your eternity makes them disappear. They become shadows. The moment you realize your life source, they lose their reality. You are divine, but you have not known it yet. In fact, it is because you're divine that is so difficult to know. It is at the very heart of your being. If it were something outside of you, you would have encountered it by now. If it were something objective, you could have seen it. But it is not outside, and it is not an objective. You could have seen it. But it is not outside, and it is not an object. It is your subjectivity. It is not something to be seen. It is hidden in the seer. It is a witnessing. Unless you go behind yourself, you will not be able to know it. Ordinary life is of reaction. You react. Reaction means you are reacting to a present situation according to the past. It never fits because life never repeats itself. The diamond is there, but it is hidden under much debris, dirt. The dirt has to be removed. Only then will the diamond be available. Will the insight be available? Learn to trust your instincts, elevate your energy, embrace unshakable self-confidence, activate your chakras, live passionately yet gently, deepen your sleep, transform negativity, and discover the power within you. Life is meant to be lived with intensity and joy. Let's embark on this journey together. Tension often arises from misunderstood feelings, triggered by events like insults. There is a genius solution, unscripted, raw expression that dismantles old patterns. I am here not to make you understand me, I am here to help you to understand yourself. You have to watch your own actions, your relationships, your moods more closely. How you are when you are alone, how you are when you are with people, how you behave, how you react, whether your reactions are past-oriented, fixed patterns of thought, or you are spontaneous, responsible. Watch all these things. Go on watching your own mind, heart. That's what has to be understood. That is the book to be opened.